What is up, everybody? This is Chris from The Rewired Soul, where we talk about the problem but focus on the solution. And this beautiful woman with me right here is Dr. Randazzo, who also happens to be my mom. Say hi, Mom.
Hi, Chris.
Yeah, so she might go by Carrie, but to me, she's Mom. But yeah, anyway, some of you, or a lot of you, saw my video I just did about suicide awareness with Kate Spade and Anthony Bourdain passing away in the last week. But my mom, tell them a little bit about why you're a doctor. What do you specialize in?
I have a doctorate degree in clinical psychology, but I specialize in addiction for the last 20 years.
Yeah.
So my specialty is treating addiction and other mental illnesses.
Yeah. So basically, we wanted to hop on today because something that isn't coming up enough. Like we see suicide and things like that, but like both Kate Spade and Anthony Bourdain struggled with addiction, and more news is coming out. And we wanted to talk about this because there's a huge lack of awareness when it comes to addiction, especially when it comes to alcoholism. All right, like a lot of people when they think addiction, they're thinking, oh, the opioid epidemic. Yes, that is a huge problem, but you must understand that tens of thousands of people each year are dying from alcoholism, and I think this is a perfect example too about how the statistics are kind of screwed up. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't necessarily say they died of alcohol poisoning. It's a result of alcoholism leading to depression, leading to suicide. Like, can you talk a little bit about how alcoholism leads to suicide?
Well, at the end of the day, you could have depression before you have alcoholism or even abuse. Let's even just go alcohol abuse. And I don't think it's about non-awareness. I think it's starting to get to me. I'm getting frustrated because I think it's about denial. I think everybody's educated about, oh, we shouldn't drink or do drugs too much and be an addict, but it's okay to self-medicate a little bit. I mean, I cannot tell you how much frustrated I am that nobody is shocked in the field of addiction that Anthony Bourdain and Katie Spade hung themselves. We're not shocked.
Yeah.
If you're abusing alcohol, whether you're diagnosed as an alcoholic or not, and you're struggling with depression or anxiety, the likelihood that you're going to eventually harm yourself, harm somebody else is extremely high.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay? And a lot of people, like I've shared it multiple times on my channel when talking about my story, like especially with my drinking and my using, I got to a point where even though I wasn't going to kill myself, I wanted to die. And that's something else that we see where people just drink themselves to death. You know what I mean? But something else, like when we're talking about like the depression, like, did depression come before or did depression come afterwards? Like, it can be either way. Like some people self-medicate with alcohol, but then alcohol, long-term abuse of it can also start to make you feel more depressed, right?
Right. It doesn't matter the chicken came before the egg. That's not that important. What matters is we tell you when you're struggling with any mental illness is stop addictive drugs while we're trying to treat the mental illness.